Hello? Hang on a second. Give me 1 second here. Where's the link? Hi. Did everyone make it over here from the old stream? Can you hear me? Okay, you can hear me? All right, I'm getting one guy. Hey, everybody. Sorry about that. Just had a bit of a technical hiccup, as all. See, so let's see here. Just doing a message trailer. Still going through all the settings here. Things here. So apart from that, how's everybody's Saturday? No, thank you. Thank you, Matthias. All right. David, you did not miss anything. I've got some shots. Everybody's great. Everybody's great. That's good to hear. Yeah, but so far nobody's missed anything. Just me trying to set this thing up. Let's see. We'll wait a few minutes so that everybody here. Hi. See LBSE 70. Hello, Elias Hernandez. Hello. V431335. Hello. Hey, Mark Patton. Hello, Flying Scott. Hello, Berkshire. Hello, Justin F. Hello, Derailed Studios. Hello, Jaden the Blue Peppercorn A1. Hello, Matthias. Useful Engine. How you doing? Patrick Irwin II. Epic Locomotive. Let's see. Neville Productions, Percy Engine Productions 061. Hello. John Finn, Train Boss, Armstrong Goods. Henry Number 3 Gaming Films. Nickel Plate 765 fan, how you doing? LBSCR E666 number 666 Productions says E. Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. Just sitting here in the basement with the layout. Yes. By the way, I always wear this hat. Somebody once told me the world is going to roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. So what is one of the favorite Thomas models and one of your non-famous Thomas models you own? It is hard for me to choose favorites. It's hard for me to choose favorites. So I couldn't give you a straight answer even if I tried. Thomas the Tank Engine 4472 says cheese. Oh, that's good. I like cheese. Yeah, I guess you could say everyone is my favorite. I like the. Sylvan's hat. It's hat time. Any plans once season 3 of the Rail Tours is over? I do plan on making 2 more. I do plan on making 2 more seasons of Rail Tours. Sorry, that was my phone. And a extended finale to kind of wrap things up. So 2 more seasons plus a finale, and that's my plan so far. Let's see here. Percy Engine Productions 061 says American cheese. I do not like American cheese. Famous ships in your random docks. I do have some ship kits that I may build at some point. Right. Oh yes. Yes, I probably should tell you what I've been doing with the layout. Let me stand up here. So the most so this section of table right here, I don't know if you can see it. I'm using my laptop. I put in a 1.5 foot by 16 extension on here. Attach the layout, add some track, and I'll go underneath here and show you guys. Slide underneath this thing. All right, we'll start over here. Start over here with the docks. You see? All right. So, like I said, originally there were 2 buffer stops here on Brenham Docks here, the dock area here. I kept 1 buffer stop there and decided to connect this to a loop. Sorry. And so I had to move the lighthouse. It was originally right here, but I moved it over here now. So there you go. Then it comes around here. There's a set of points right here, splits into 2. You come over here, and here is the scrapyard. Both of these buildings are Walther's kits, and I took some junk engines that I have. I am going to spray paint them. I'm going to spray paint them to make them look all rusty, so that way it adds to the area. And I don't know if you can see it, but I added a red light in there because I always like that red light that came from the scrapyards in the show. Also got this crane here. Figured why not have a gantry crane, you know? And an inverter right here. Then we come over the side. The scrapyards have 3 light tracks going in here, which connects to this area here, and over here it's a little bit smaller than what I like, but is the quarry. So you see, you got Mavis right there. Yeah, this rock face is actually what's it called? Is like it's like this putty that's like the consistency of vanilla ice cream, and I just used a spatula, like a smear. I want to say spatula or smear, but I just kind of smeared it all on. I'm going to add some more detail in here to make it look more rock-like, and add some foliage up here so that it doesn't just cut off right there. And I'm also going to paint this wood area, just kind of make it look like the rest of the layout so it blends in. And then you come over here and it connects to the main 2 loops right here. And you keep going. Like I said, all this stuff is still very much a work in progress. And had a building right there, and it goes back over here. And also on this area, I've widened the radiuses of the curves here so that it can accommodate my larger engines. And another thing you can see here is N scale track for the narrow gauge characters. So this area is going to be a yard over here, and then it's going to connect all the way here, and it's either going to have like engines and cars over here. So then you go ahead and they go around here. There's it splits into two. I want to put a station right here so that I'll put a station right here, one of two stations actually, and then it'll reconnect right here, go along the edge, past the quarry in the scrapyard, and then it will end here. So I have this building in place for as like a placeholder. I'm not sure if that's going to be the official station building yet, but I do really like that though. I'm thinking maybe I'll get something a little smaller for that, and of course that buffer is going to be here, so the train can come up, engine disconnects, so it can go right here and then back, reconnect with the train, and pull it back. So that's pretty much what I got planned. All right. Let me go back over here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Let me look through the chat a bit. Let's see here. Let's see if we reach it. Do you, Armstrong Goods, do you plan on getting Bo, Rebecca, or Ryan? I have Ryan pre-ordered. Sorry, this light must be blinding. All right. I do have Ryan pre-ordered. Rebecca and Bo will be in my collection soon. I do have. Hang on, excuse me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, I collect. Let me get back under here. Yeah, I collect all the Bachman merchandise. So regardless if they're going to appear in Rail Tours or any of my videos or not, I'm gonna get them. So Sunday morning over there, the Endingo show. It's Sunday morning. Where are you from, man? What, Sunday morning? All right. This is a certified model layout in the basement moment. Of course it is. That thing. Thank you, Armstrong Goods. I think it's coming along nicely. As I said, it's still very much a work in progress. So, let's see. Can you please make an uncensored version of Percy Fouls Up? I will answer it double. I'll give a two-part answer. Yes, an uncensored version exists. No, it will never see the light of day. Let's see. Let's see. Blue tank. Plot twist. There is no narrow gauge engine. I do have them. Is it Farquhar? The quarry. Well, I guess you could say it's Farquhar, but I'm but because Mavis is obviously there, but whatever. Let's see, what else is there? Let's see here. So I'm scrolling through the chat right now. Let's say, oh, you're from Newcastle, Australia, Indingo. All right. Hope everything's going fine down there. Hey, Jax. Jax Trains, hello there. Neville Productions, do you plan on adding the Q1? I do have a Q1. I'm debating on whether or not to turn it into Neville, though. So, if I do, then Neville will probably be in the background. But if not, then possibly. Let's see here. Crossover with Scooby Doo. Possibly if I could find some Scooby Doo figures. I mean, I have the Mystery Machine on there, but that's just like an Easter egg. So, Six Small Wheels asked if I play video games. I do games sometimes. I'm a Nintendo man. So a lot of what I play is mostly the Mario series. But not like spin-offs though. I'm talking about like Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Odyssey. Although I have dabbled in Cuphead a bit, I do like the animation on that. Also in the Q&A video, I meant to say Pashi, not Chappie, and why not Swihi? No, it's all right. It's okay. All right. Will there be more American engines coming to Soda on season 3? Possibly. I have not written the stories yet, so I'm still deciding that on who I would like to feature. Let's see here. Will you add faces to the Rail Tour engine? Let's see. Where'd that comment go? Let me see. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through the chat here. Still scrolling through the chat here. So Harvard Percy was swearing. Yeah. When I Percy Fouls Up, I wanted to do something a bit different, a bit more different than what I was doing, and so I thought that'd be a pretty cool experiment. You should add the Titanic from Raise the Titanic, Dr. Brendan Docks. I think my dock area is a little small for an Olympic class ocean liner. You think I should turn my Q1 into Neville? Yeah. Let's see. Will you turn your J3A into Connor? I do have a Dreyfus Hudson. No, I am not turning it into Connor. Am I still making layout tours? I'm taking a break right now to work on this layout extension, and I gotta write the stories first. Am I gonna do an MLP Thomas crossover? Listen, it's pretty obvious from my it's pretty obvious from my profile picture that I am an MLP fan, and I'm also a Thomas fan. But I would never intersect those two franchises. All right, they're just too different from each other. I mean, I know some people do it. I know that's a big crossover thing. But it's just not my cup of tea. Let's see what else is there. Am I still? Loved the episode where 611 makes a guest appearance. Having met the engine in person was. Yeah, I actually saw 611 myself back in 2019. Me and my dad went to Strasbourg. Like, my accent is weak. I don't really understand what you're saying. My accent is weak. I am from the States. Any New Zealand engines? But do they make New Zealand engines? I mean, I'm sure they do, but not sure. What else? What if there was a spin-off of Rail 2 series, but it's the Diesels who are the protagonists and they welcome preserved diesel engines? I mean, I've had diesels come in. Do you? Well, this is my. Do I actually say cuss words on streams? Well, this is my first stream. This is my first stream. This is the first time I'm doing this. So, Christopher O'Shea, how about an engine becomes a brony? Possibly. Maybe. I don't know. Basis, Ben being the chattest MLP and the Thomas fan right now. Well, thank you. Blooper reel video, possibly for my race. What about my race? My accent is very weak for my race, but not sure what you're trying to imply here, son. Mr. Percy Engine Productions 061. I'm not sure what you're implying here. Let's see here. Episode of Rail Tours. Well, if there's a story in mind, if I have a story in mind, then with Thomas meeting one of his brothers, or engines meeting their brothers, if there's a story in mind, then sure, yeah. Is there going to be an episode regarding the Queen? Like I said, it depends. All right, MPK 765 fan, you have a good day. See you around. I was showing fictional locomotives like ones from Steampunk, maybe. Do I have Hornby models? A large chunk of my models are Hornby. And as for asking if a certain locomotive will be in rail tours, I mean, I'm kind of stuck with the ones that I have. So, yeah. So the ones that you've seen in my video, in my train collection video, those are pretty much what you're going to be seeing. And even though I have a large collection, I am not made of money. So, so if you see a particular engine that you want to see in rail tours, that I don't have in my collection, chances are it's probably not going to be in there. Will we see more Sharon Miller style episodes like the Green Control? Possibly, and But right now, I'm focusing on rail tours. Right now, I am focusing on rail tours. Right. Thank you, Colin. Sonic the Hedgehog. Um, Sonic. I have a friend who was really into Sonic. Um, I have a friend who's really into Sonic. I never played the games growing up. I have the only experience I have from Sonic is watching the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog growing up, and whatever comes up with, like the YouTube poops about it or anything or stuff like that. Let's see here. Let's see. I have a. Uh, After all you did with Big Boy, maybe bring Challenger. I don't have Challenger. What Brian Stanley's true intentions are, you're just gonna have to wait. You're just gonna have to wait. Um, Next time, bring in narrow gauge engines. I mean, that's why I have the track. I mean, that's why I put in the narrow gauge track. Wouldn't have done that otherwise. And I mean, and why even collect them if I'm not gonna put them on the layout? You know. Let's see. Mario or Sonic? Definitely Mario. Of all the stories of rail tours, which one do you like and dislike? As It's hard for me to choose favorites. Um, why am I shaking a little? Yeah, oh yeah, that's a good question. I've had this tick that I have where I occasionally nod my head a bit since I was 10. So it's always been with me. It really kicks into it really is noticeable when I'm tired. So um, I mean, they did a bunch of tests on me when I was younger, when it first started out, and so far nothing's wrong. So let me see. Have I seen Mad Bomber? Who hasn't seen Mad Bomber? Of course, I've seen Mad Bomber. What are you talking about? I remember when it first came out. Hmm. Let's see. No, when I first. Oh yeah, yeah. Here. Oh, you. Oh, that's nice. That's cool. Uh, Colin's TV Tube's personal account. When you then I guess it was a pretty good coincidence then, if your teacher was reading Harry Potter. Yeah. And so, how about asking people to borrow their HO models? I'm not really comfortable with that. I'd rather, I'd rather buy my own. I'd rather them be in my collection. I mean, like if I have a close friend whose model I want to borrow, then sure. But that whole borrowing thing, I'm not too comfortable with. Um, did I make splatter and dodge myself? Yes, I did. Yes, I did actually. Took two diesels. It was actually my first customization job. I can get them out if you want. Show them off. Policeman for Fireman Sam. Let's see. Let's see what. Out of RT Rail Studio says, out of all your HO00 locomotives, which one's your favorite? It's hard for me to choose favorites, man. There's a little bit of something in each of them I like, so it's hard for me to choose favorites. Will you have an industrial tank engines to Sotos such as 16 or Hurricane? Possibly. Yeah, like I said earlier, what you see in my collection video is pretty much what I have. So um, anything from that is most likely what's going to make an appearance. I'm not saying that about that's not your cup of tea. It's enough for everybody. We're pretty sure it's not Tourette's. We've tested. I mean, like I said, we did a bunch of tests and. Thank you, Thomas and Drama. A lot of people find my voice soothing too. Um, I have been described. My voice has been described as either like it's like similar to Morgan Freeman and a Baptist preacher. Let's see. You plan making custom engines or Liam as is? Like I said, it all depends. It all depends on what I want to do. The Thomas reboot is terrible. I mean, some people like it. I mean, it's not what I like, but I mean, I won't beat anyone if they like it. I mean, it's obviously very different from what we're all used to, but we'll see. But I mean, I wouldn't discourage anybody from watching it. Are there are there policemen and firemen, Sam? I'm not sure. I mean, probably in the newer stuff, but I'm more used to the old stuff like seasons 1 through 5. So, um, have I seen Ants? That movie with Woody Allen. Um, I've seen bits and pieces of it. I haven't actually sat down and watched the whole thing. hmm I have not made Diesel 10 yet. Oh no, this is a lot of. Uh, Excuse me, I'm just checking something real quick. All right. Will the Flying Scotsman ever join Sodor? I've done one with Scotsman. I've done one with Scotsman. They had one with City of Truro. They talked about who was the first to go 100 miles an hour. Do I plan on having voice acting in my series? So far, look, I don't have any plans like set in stone plans on bringing people in, but you never know. You never know. Let's see, want to meet up close. Let's see here. Um, of all the engines I have in my Rail 2 series, which one would you want to meet up close the most? King George V, actually. Um, yeah. What was my inspiration to do Thomas and the Rail Tour? So, um, when I got back into the fandom, I wanted to. I mean, I had this layout, and I have these trains, and I thought to myself, what would happen if these engines came to Sodor? And so I remember the show that I watched called the new Scooby Doo movies, where the Scooby and the gang would solve a mystery, and they would have like a guest appearance, like Don Knotts or Mama Cass or anyone like that nature. Um, and so I thought, hey, why don't I do this with Thomas? Have a rotating list of guest engines, have adventures. Um, what's summer like in America? It's hot. It gets real hot. You you lost the last rail to epilogue. You don't know how you feel. Oh no, that's I was like at the age of 12 or something. If I was an engine, what basis I would be? I don't know. I don't know. But summers in America. Um, Sorry, going back to that. Summers in America can be fine. It can get hot. I don't like it when it's humid. It gets too sticky. I don't know how else to describe it. See, see any other fan favorite Thomas and Friends fan series from the early days of YouTube? The one that sticks out is Thomas the Bachman Model from Captain Punjab. Um, and that goes way back. And speaking of which, I think somebody did mention Miss Oliver and Blossom from back in the day. I used to love his stuff. And actually, I've actually met him a long time ago at one of the, I think it was BabsCon when I was still in the Brony scene. Um, yeah, he's a great guy. He's a great guy, and um, I'm glad that he's doing well for himself. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. All right. Hmm. Yeah, Thomas and Transformers. Transformers. Uh, um, Transformers. What? What would they do? Thomas and Transformers. Well, shall we see the return of Optimus Prime or something like that? Chris, I'm happy to see another African American such as myself in the Thomas fandom. I grew up with Thomas since the Shining Time Station Day, and I still have my Thomas and the Magic Railroad VHS still. All right, all right, all right. That's great. That's great. I honestly don't know what Stan's intention on. I'm scared for all the engines. I mean, I think we know they most likely will be okay in the end, but how will that be? Sorry. So I'm getting text messages. I'm sorry. Um, um, yeah. His plans are very planny. His plans are very planny. So that's all I'm gonna say on that. Uboko And Derek, I do have a Class 28 and a Paxman. Possibly, if they do, yeah. Um, what is my favorite narrator? Ringo Starr is the voice of my childhood. Ringo Starr is definitely the voice of my childhood. Um, and I also watch George Carlin as well. Um, um, although I did prefer Ringo, um, and I didn't mind the U.S. narrations. Although after seeing, after discovering the original UK dub with Michael Angelis, um, I couldn't go back. I could not go back. And actually listening to the Ringo Starr US narrations, it sounds weird because you know what he says in the original recording and it just feels out of place, you know? Hmm. Hmm. Um, let's see. Um, well, um, let's see. Well, now I answered that one. Favorite YouTubers? Right now, I kind of fall asleep to a bunch of true crime YouTubers. So that's what I currently watch. So yeah, uh, um, American 10 minutes. Yeah. Let's see here. Hello. Let's see here. Stories for the series like Ola. Yeah. Let's see what is. Just arrived at your second attempt. Sorry for the first attempt not working. I don't know what happened. Yeah. Thank you, Liz Productions, for coming. Thank you for the Thank you for for the seven. Congrats on 7 subscribers. Thank you for that. Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network. What else with that? Um, Considering the fact that Australia December to February a summer, could you release every second season? To those times. Uh, it's kind of possibly I may look into that. I'm not sure. Am I an avid rail fan? Uh, I guess you could say that. I mean, I don't rail fan on a daily basis. I mean, I don't. I mean, like I go. I mean, I like to go to museums and stuff like that. So, um, yeah, I like to travel. So any railway museums, I always like. Um, Whenever I go somewhere, I always see if there's a railway museum, or if there's a heritage railway where I live. Yeah, I like to travel. So, let's see. Uh, oh wait, I lost my place. Alec Baldwin, he was fine in season 5, but fell off in season 6. Have I considered having a Sodor engine go on a rail tour away from the island? If I did, it would be its own series, something separate from rail tours. How long does making a rail tour video take? I usually do all my filming within a day, and then when editing, I I put together the clips for the narration, which takes the longest, and um, and then I add the music, sound effects, the music, and then I'm ready to go. How do I get my UK models? A variety of places. Uh, Hatton's, Rails of Sheffield, um, Cornell Model Rail, and eBay. eBay is your friend. See. You. So let's see here. So I'm still reading the chat here. What do I think of Bachmann's new Thomas engines? Well, I had it would make the most sense for them to make Rebecca because they've been marketing her as a main character the past 3 years. And Bo, um, and since they got the tooling, it kind of came out of left field, but it makes sense because it was because like I said, they got the tooling. Um, the thing that caught me by surprise is the announcement of Talith Lin. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Another idea based a bit on the Scavengers from IDW with some banded cons become freelance minions of Diesel 10 and I don't know. What is my favorite of the big four? Um, I have, like I said, it's hard for me to choose favorites. Each one has a bit of, something that you like. Um, what editing software? I use Final Cut Pro, Final Cut Pro X. Yeah, I was shopping around for a new laptop and I got the bundle where it came with Final Cut Pro. So yeah. Um, do I collect Hornby Thomas models? The rolling stock. I collect the rolling stock. Mm, you went to playing Train Simulator games. I've never I've never played Train Simulator. Mm-hmm. Uh, will I get Bo? Will I get Bo and Rebecca? Of course. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's one up here. What advice would you give to any aspiring content creators wanting to make contributions to the Thomas fandom? Honestly, if you want to make stuff, just go ahead and do it, and make sure that you do the stuff that you want to do. You know, um, originally, um, all I wanted to do was make a layout, but then I thought, maybe I should, maybe I should uh, make some videos showing it off. But I wanted to make sure it was completed first. So, yeah. What am I thought on the season 5 bloopers? They're cool. They're cool. I mean, it's nice to. It's always great to see behind the scenes stuff, and yes, yeah, yes, I did make Splatter and Dodge. Let me go get him. Let me go get him. All right. All right. So. Yeah. All right. So here is Splatter right here. The face was printed on Shapeways, and the paint and it's just a diesel. Let's see. Hopefully you guys can see that. And yeah, it's just diesel, and I spray painted them. It was actually my first project, my first customization project. And the names are dry transfer decals from Woodland Scenics. And and then here's Dodge, which is essentially the same thing, but just with a different coat. Right. Now I did mess up a bit on this side with the paint right here and right here, but it was my first project. What can you do? But yeah, so here they are together. Yep. Yep. So that's Splatter and Dodge, and they're both DCC fitted. Yeah. Yeah. The I could do. Um, like I have because they're brothers. Thank you. Uh, those are absolutely beautiful for a first cousin. Thank you. Yeah. And I kind of dabble in that stuff. I mean, like I'm not like making layouts and scenery stuff. That's what I'd like to do. Excuse me a second. So I had to take a swig. The rest of the Thomas Mills DCC, yes. Like I don't know if I already said this already, but they are extraordinarily easy to fit a decoder in. In fact, my next video, when I get around to making it, um, will be how to do it. I mean, it won't be anything fancy like that. Just bare bones DCC installation. Like we won't do any sound or lights. Um, I know some people do that. I know that Blake and Carter. I know they do that. Um, uh, oh, what are their usernames? Hang on a second. Hang on just a second. Yeah, BGM Reviews. I know he does sound. I know Project Northwestern also does DCC. Um, yeah, but my stuff's just bare bone basic. You just connect the 4 wires to the motor and the track pickups, and you're ready to go. I use Digitrax. I use Digitrax. Yeah, I've been using Digitrax. I first learned about Digitrax from my Model Train Club. That's what they use for their layouts, and yeah, and you can see the system right here underneath here. It's a older system, but this right here is pretty much what operates the whole layout. And also I got underneath here, I got this little doohickey. It's called a LocoNet Wi-Fi interface, so I can control it with my phone. Mm-hmm. Yes, that is a take. Well, actually, I think it's a take along. Yeah. Well, I remember it as take along. So, um, yeah, I just got a bunch of junk laying around here. Hey, you want to see some? Yeah, I got some wooden stuff down here too. Um, this I have this. I've had this since I was a kid, and let's see what else. For your non-Thomas engines, are they non-DCC sound? Anybody? Any? Yeah, I got sound locos. With my Hornby engines, I um, for the Hornby engines, they have this TTS sound decoders, so made for a particular class. So I use those. Yeah, I use those for whatever class I like. Oh yeah, I also have these. I collected the DVDs, and they had those in there. They're kind of scuffed up a bit, but and I don't really collect. I don't really collect the wooden stuff. I just collect all the what's it called? Yeah, that's just stuff I saved from childhood. What camera do I use? I use a mixture of my iPhone camera and a Nikon D5600. That way, it has that lens that can turn around. Well, not lens, the screen. You can turn the screen so that you can see all the shots without having to lean your head this way for the camera. How old am I? How old am I? I'm old. I am old. That is the answer to that question. I am old. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you think you can add more locomotives like daylight, Hank? Uh, Daylight would be a good story. Hang on, just a second. I'm sorry. Sorry. I was going to say something about daylight. I kind of had a personality for her in mind, but I forget the actress I forget the actress's name. Mm-hmm. Trying to, what was her? Oh yeah, Mae West. Mae West. If I had Daylight in my series, she would have a personality similar to Mae West. And if you don't know who Mae West is, ask your grandma. Yeah, like a singer type. I wanted to do Daylight with a southern personality, soul personality, like a singer type, probably. Thomas and the Magic Railroad characters to my series. I have no plans on making Dieselton or Lady, so Splatter and Dodge. Yeah, Splatter and Dodge will appear in the background, possibly. Those old coloring book. Why did I say books? Coloring books. Um, that I had. Yeah, for those of you who didn't see it, PT Boomer was in one of the pages, and yeah, and like I said, a lot of companies release merchandise well before the movie is finalized. So yeah, so that may be a result of it. Um, Daisy will be in Rail Tours. Season 3, I just need to find something to put her in. Yeah, yeah, definitely look up Mae West. Is Boko going to appear? Um, yeah, the class 28 that you saw in the inevitable. It was oh, it was nice meeting you too. Nice meeting you too. I don't have Union Pacific 844. Um, what was I saying? Um, what was I saying? It was about oh yeah, that class 28. Um, it 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 was a stand-in for Belko, but at the same time, no. So and and like I have a Paxman and I have a Class 35, so you could say that they're Derek and Bear. Um, but the answer to that is well, yes, but actually no. So um, let's see. Um, an engine from China. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I I do have a QJ class that was made by Bachmann China. I had to I would like to make a story about that engine, but the thing is, since I do all the voices and I am not Asian, uh, I don't want people to assume that I'm being racist. So so I mean I don't want people calling me racist for doing a Chinese accent for the character. I think that would be in bad taste. So so yeah. Um, I mean, like if I can find someone who'd be willing to do it. I have no problem doing the voice myself, but I don't want people. I don't want the Twitter mob after me. If you know what I'm saying. Um, mhm. because I know I could sneeze wrong and Twitter could find something to be upset about it. What about Kenya, Uganda, an African tank engine? If they made Nia, I'll include her. Yeah, Arian Bird are back there chilling out. My favorite prop from Thomas, the buildings. I really like looking at the buildings. So I don't have a specific one, but just buildings in general. Will I add faces to the real engines or 3D print? Okay, here's that question gets asked a lot. The reason, the visiting engines are models, all right, like actual models that I had to buy, and they are expensive. And I want to keep them that way. I want to keep them that way, as pristine as possible. And considering that most of the visiting engines that are going to appear in my series once, it will take even longer for the episodes to make. An engine from South Africa. Do they make engines from South Africa? Do they make South African engines? Are there any standard gauge African engines that are in HO scale, double scale, model form? I could look into it, but at the same time, I'm kind of stuck with the ones I have. So, of their ghost train, would you use it to? The Tweetsie Railroad. I've seen their ghost engine. It is awesome. Yeah. Yeah. What about seeing? Have I ever seen a locomotive from the Walt Disney Railroad? Yes, I've been to both Florida and Disney World and Disneyland. So I have ridden on the Disneyland Railroad and the Walt Disney World Railroad. Wait, do I have? Excuse me a second. So I'm digging through all my boxes now. Oh wait, it's over here? Yeah, it's over here. Sorry. All right. Observe. This is Bachman's Lily Bell locomotive that Bachman made a long time ago. I may or may not include her in rail tours, but just being said, I am kind of a Disney Parks nut, so we'll just have to wait and see if I find an idea to include that engine. So um, we'll have to see what I come up with. On now. Anyway, all right. Wayward Railroad, you heading out? All right. Thank you for coming, and thank you for all the support. All right, Royal Hudson. Hello there. Mm, yeah, it's like I said, Thomas Cardboard Modeler. I have a. It's hard for me to choose favorites. Yeah. Um, let's see here. To Bumblebee, we get another Strasbourg Railroad engine like 611. If they make more Strasbourg engines, then sure. Um, what I would say is that the O scalers have a lot of Strasbourg love, so I would like to see some of the HO people get some Strasbourg love myself. Myself, I would like to see that. Um, mm, Japanese National Railway, um, possibly. But the same thing would have to go with the Chinese engine. I don't want to do an accent and people get mad at me. Uh, Keldeo, what's your suggestion? I know you were talking about Transformers. Um, I'm not sure. Um, an average Railway Series fan, hello. How you doing? Computer editing for faces? Maybe. Not sure. My favorite Thomas the Tank Engine YouTuber. Um, there's a lot. Like I said, it's hard for me to choose favorites. So, I mean, there's just so much creativity out there. But if there were some that I kind of keep my eye out for, it's people who use models like myself, like people who do customized model work, people who have layouts and do their thing. Yes, that is the Helgen Metrovic. I bought it from Hatton's when they announced it. Um, I am as far as customs, more customs. I'll see what happens. I'll see what happens. Tiny turbochargers and the micro figures from Nintendo Microland. BGM Studios. Thank you for the congratulations. Yeah. Um, Bottom of the Barrel Productions. You're heading out. All right. We'll see you later. Um, Thanks for coming. Let's see. The Titfield Thunderbolt's a fine film. Um, I see the small engine studios. Do I prefer Mallard or Big Boy? I think Mallard, probably. Um, now, Train Boy 7, are you referring to Lance Train Boy or some other Train Boy? Because I actually know him. So the great. Let's see here. The Great Locomotive Chase, that Disney film, has been aging since I've seen that. Yeah, so I don't really have any opinion which way or another. Um, but yeah, Christopher Moore. Are you referring to Lance Train Boy or somebody? Oh, or is there actually a Train Boy 7? Like, because like I said, I actually know him. We talk all the time. We talk sometimes, all the time. Sometimes I don't know. Good money. Favorite manufacturer is probably. I know I said it's hard for me to choose favorites, but I'm gonna have to go with probably Bachman Branch Line, because even though their stuff is pretty expensive, at least they work. You know. Um, Although my least favorite is probably Helgen. Their diesel locomotives are fine, but their steam engines are less to be desired. Let's see here. Um, yeah, I don't really watch a lot of anime. I mean, I watch some titles, like some of the big titles, but I don't really go out of my way to watch that stuff. So, that's a new game throwaway. Come. Oh yeah. For some of you who haven't seen it yet, um, let me show you my extension again. Yeah, this is for all the people that didn't make it out the first time. I know I showed it off really early, but over here, like I said, over here, this for the people who just showed up or people who haven't seen it yet. I've added a 1.5 by 16 foot extension here. I took out one of the buffer stops here on the docks, and so it curves out over here and splits off into two right here. And right here is the scrapyard. These are both Walther's kits, this crane in the building here. And I got some junk engine shells here that I'm going to paint to make it look rusty. And Arian Burt right there, obviously. When we scoot on over here, got the 3 signs for the scrapyard that connects back into these 2 lines. And then here's the quarry. Obviously, we got Mavis there. I'm going to add some foliage up here so that it doesn't just stop right here. And probably paint this up a bit more, make it look more rock-like. I used painter's putty to make it look kind of rugged and rock-esque. So that's why. And so we come around here and then it reconnects to the original 2 loops right here. And I've also widened the radiuses of the curves on the original 2 loops. So it goes around here and back to the station. And also, this is going to be the narrow gauge line. These are going to be the yards right here where you get some engines and coaches and trucks. It's going to all connect right here on this single road. and and then it splits off into two, and I want to put a station right here. So that'll be one of the stops, and then it goes back over, reconnects to one line, and goes the length of the table and terminates here. And I'm going to put buffer stop right there, so the engine comes up with the coaches, detaches, uncouples, goes over here, reverses, reattaches to the train, and then goes out right there. So so that's my plans for everything. Let me get back under here. All right. Least favorite classic season of Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends. I don't know. Let's see. My least favorite episode of Classic Thomas. This might give me some hate, but season 4. Because when they were released, they focused heavily on the narrow gauge characters, and I'm like, and young me was all like, who are all these posers? Like, where's Thomas? Where's he at? Where's the story about him? And so obviously I appreciate them a lot more now, but yeah, back then when I was a young and I do like it. Like, I still watched it, but I'm like, where's Thomas? What happened to Thomas? You know. Let's see here. That's the way you would maybe see like H blue scrapyard. Let's see, spooking. Right. All right, Zachary Spinks. All right, thank you for coming out. Thank you for coming out. Hope you have a good day. Plans for season 3 are still very much in the works. Obviously, I want to get this finished, and then I'm going to focus on stories and then actually filming it. Okay, so you're actually talking about Train Boy by itself. So Train Boy, Lance. Yeah, I know him. I like his stuff. That looks good. Croven's Gate. Possibly I'll. Well, like I said, this layout is still pretty much a work in progress. So if I decide to add a I'm gonna have a station possibly where engines can transfer off to the narrow gauge, possibly. A Santa Fe engine for rail tours. It all depends. It all depends on what I want to do. What were my first thoughts on season 5? I just said, yay, more Thomas. That's pretty much it. What am I gonna do? I'm not sure yet. What am I gonna do when Thomas and the Rail Tours is finished? I'm not sure yet. I am really not sure. How did I? If this an average Railway Series fan says, if this question has not been asked, how did you take the Queen's death? Well, I'll tell you what. That Thursday, September 8th, I was at work and I was looking on Twitter and I saw that the Queen wasn't doing so good. Doctors had were gonna keep medical care on her, like keep her under medical supervision, and that was about like 10:45 my time. So I know that in the UK there's a 5-hour time difference. So that's what I saw, and then And then about lunchtime at 12:30, I saw that all the members of the royal family had gathered over, and I'm like, okay, something's happening. Um, so and and I guess it kind of reminded me of when my grandfather died. Um, it took on my mom's side of the family. It took she basically left on a Saturday, going over to my grandparents' house. They live pretty far, and they're like, okay, this is kind of it. Um, and so when the announcement was made that everybody in the royal family was going over, okay, this may be it. It may be maybe a couple days, and then I think it's around 1:30 my time when when I saw that the queen had died. I didn't think it would happen that soon. I think she was gonna personally. I think she was gonna hold out for a couple days, but I guess not. And so I've been keeping pretty close tabs on it because that stuff kind of interests me. That stuff kind of interests me. Um, Thomas Cardboard Modeler is heading off. All right, we'll see you. And see, um, well, let's see. Will I replace the photo of the queen with the new king? Yes, yes. After the funeral and all that. In fact, let me turn it around for you. I posted it earlier, but I did add mourning ribbon to the photo. I did that as soon as I got off work. I went to the store, got some ribbon, added that. But yeah, it'll be replaced. It'll be uh, it'll be switched out. Um, where am I from? I'm from the United States. I'm from the States. If you're, um, yeah, Kildo. Yeah, Kildo. I'll keep those Easter eggs in mind. And cruise liners, warships. So possibly. I'm not making any promises, but possibly. Well, I think well, goodbye from the UK and take care of yourself. All right. All right, average Railway Series fan. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for coming out. All right, Keldo, you're heading off. All right. All right. Have a good evening. Have I seen any British locomotives in real life? The only one that I've seen is Dwight D. Eisenhower when I went up to Wisconsin. Um, do I have any favorite characters from Tugs? Like I said, it's hard for me to choose favorites, but I have to go with Top Hat. I like Top Hat. Let me see here. Um, yep, yep. Spencer's brother, Dwight D. Eisenhower. Um, if you go and let's see here, do you like Age of Steam Roundhouse in Sugar Creek? I've been there. Yes, I do like it. It's actually it's actually like an hour or so from where I live. Do you still have the model? Yeah, I still got Eisenhower, French loco. I do have one French loco. It's an old. It's an old. Is it Joef? It's a old. Uh, it's I don't know. It's a Joef model. It's an old one. Um, and I do. Uh, it's not a TGV. It's a steam engine. Um, I do have a Canadian Pacific Royal Hudson, um, and I am thinking of a story for Duchess of Hamilton for Shadow Pines. Um, Have I ever went to D23? I have not. Yeah. Yes, I have heard of Ron Perlman. The Southeastern Railway Museum in Georgia. I've only place in Georgia I've ever been to is Atlanta. What got me into the hobby of railroading? Well, I joined a local club. Mhm. I joined a local club, got involved, and Kipper, Kipper, that's an old show. Um, I have the I think it's 2850 is the one of the ones Rapido made. Um, do I plan on going to Northlands? I have no plan on. Excuse me. I have no plans on going to Northlands, but I will be headed to um, Edison in November. So if you plan on coming, make sure you make sure to come see me. I have the hat, so I like I said, I always wear the hat, so that's good. What do I think of the Stadium the Black Fives? They're good. I mean, Henry's a Black Five. What I mean, yeah. Um, I have not seen. I've seen Union of South Africa and Tom Road, River Might, and more. Hmm. Uh, yeah, respect the hats, man. LMS Fury or LNERW1. Um, I yeah, the Galloping Sausage on Scottish/Irish steam engines. Um, I have I got a I got a Caledonian 812, and I have a one at least one Irish engine. Maybe I'll make a maybe I'll make a story about that. Am I a college grad? No, I am not. No. Will I get an A2 Thompson? If I did, um, if I did, I'll probably make an episode about it. Possibly. Real question: why do people think Australia is real if people can't live upside down? Um, they use magnets. I imagine they use magnets. Oh, you ordered a A2? It's cool. Cool. Um, Man, this stream has gone on for an hour and 30 minutes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Shanghai Disneyland. I don't know. Um, um, oh, Thane of Fife. Yeah. Um, yeah. The only Disney parks I've been to are the ones in the states. So California and Florida. Not sure if I'll. Thomas and Friends Flying Scotsman. I already have a Flying Scotsman. I don't think I'll need a Thomas one. Hmm. Have a Today I ordered a P2, so now I have a rebuilt and original. Yeah. Mm. What's my favorite breakfast food? Bacon. I like me some bacon. Um, Ever been on the Rocky Mountaineer? Um, I have never cooked food in a firebox before. Um, any steam engine restoration is good. I think is good. I mean, as long as they, as long as heritage places have the monies to do so, I'd say the more the merrier when it comes to steam engines. Um, oh, you can find up 611. That's cool. I rode in the cab and I blew the whistle back when I saw her in Strasbourg. I made her sing, you could say. Um, yeah. What is better, Marvel or DC? I've seen more Marvel. I've never read the comic books, but I've seen more Marvel movies than DC movies. So um, uh, a Russian engine. I do have a. So Bachman makes the Russian decapods, and I made and I got a blank one, and I tried to make it as Russian as possible. So maybe I'll see it. But I was gonna do it for season two, but then the stuff with Ukraine happened, so I thought it would be in bad taste. But I think I think I think that topic's not as taboo now, so maybe I'll do it for the third summer. D5705, give us one. I want to be was give restored. Any pre-groupings? Um, I mean, I have a couple pre-grouping engines. Um, Sorry, it wasn't my whistle there. Um, yeah, I have a big old Mexican locomotives. I would like to see. I would like to see a HO scale steam uh, NDM engine. A1 Gresley or a Great Western Castle Gresley. Yeah. Oh, you like my hat? Thank you. I like it too. Vinyl Scratch or Dashy? Um, Vinyl Scratch never talked in the show, but I think the fandom gave her a good personality. So hope you have a nice night. Well, thank you. You too. How many Gresleys do I have? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I have to double check. Um, you're a Twilight person, yeah. I'd actually have to go back and rewatch the entire MLP. Um, I don't really keep up with it now. I thought 9 seasons were enough. I haven't seen much of the reboot, the G5 stuff. So, do I have a console? I all my consoles are no, are Nintendo. Yeah, my first console was a GameCube. Then I got a Nintendo Wii, then the Wii U, and now I have a Switch. Joey, early YouTube fan. Yeah. Um, I mentioned it before in the stream. Um, the ones that stick out to me are Captain Punjab and Miss Oliver and Blossom. Those are the ones that really stick out. Uh, Narrow gauge engines. The only narrow gauge engine I have is what was it? The only narrow gauge engines I have are the ones that Bachman Thomas has made, and uh, and I do have one of the small Englands. Um, and actually, you know what? I just remembered something. Give me 1 second. I actually managed to get a small England, and customize them up. And I made Duke. I don't think I've shown this anywhere. Maybe to a bunch of close friends. But yeah, none of my narrow gauge guys have DCC chips in them. So so they're all going to be analog. So I thought, why not? Why not make Duke? I highly doubt Bachman will ever make them. So yeah. So that. Oh, you want to see the decapod? Here. All right. Let me put this away and I'll go digging for it. About the stuff. All this stuff. All right. So this all right. So this is the Russian decapod that I customized. So all right. So I mean, it didn't originally look like this. It had a lot of, and there's a lot more that I can put into it. But I figured this would be a good start. Yeah, it does need buffers. Yeah, and another thing, I don't know if you can see it, but I put a little. I found a little Soviet emblem to put on there. I had to get those emblem decals from Latvia of all places. So yeah, so so right now it's pretty much more or less completed. Um, I may add more stuff to it later. So that's what it looks like so far. Um, I do have one Garrett here. So can we see it? Yeah. It's not. Second. 1 second while I dig it out. So this is the Garrett that I have. I know it's kind of hard to see. Oh, Thornbury Castle's getting scrapped? Well, that's unfortunate. Hopefully you guys can see that. Let's going to take 2 years to get that out, so I'm just going to leave it in the plastic. Yeah. And ironically, even though I said Helgen's steam engines aren't the best, this one is made by Helgen. So, and it runs pretty well. I mean, sometimes it does lose a bit of traction, but it works. It works for what I like for. What else? What else is there? Our thoughts on the Russia AA20 steam locomotive. Is that the one that has 14 drive wheels? That thing was a beast. Yeah, that thing was an absolute beast. No. I'm just putting some of this stuff away. How am I doing today? I'm doing fine. Let's say 20. Can I run the Royal Hudson? Yeah. Give me a second while I put some of this stuff away. Yeah, I'm gonna bring out the Royal Hudson and probably end the stream. We've been here for nearly 2 hours now, and I gotta go eat dinner. So. Some of my favorite steam engines I'll attend that. Yeah, Royal Hudson are decent looking engines. Yeah. Thought of getting the Duchess of Athol. Maybe. I'll just look the thing up. Yep. Yeah, there's a method to this madness. All right. Here's the box for it. No, I do not have a Helgen Tango or a Metroliner. Okay, this is what it looks like. Yep, right there. Let me just adjust this for you, get it on here. Where is that? There it is. All right, so let me put this in front of you here. Put this over here. All right, like I said, I control all this through my phone. You just got to connect to a Wi-Fi password. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm trying to turn these other lights on. There we go. All right. Oh, wait. Yeah. Back wheels came off. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. So, have I gotten an O gauge pump? No, just double O, HO. Hey, Andrew, how you doing? All right. Yep. Here she is again. Yeah, I don't want to run it too fast, so it'll just kind of crawl along there. Go under here. What track do I use? I use Atlas Code 100 track. Oh. Huh. Wait, what was that? It stopped there. The wheels are spinning. Okay, there must be like some sort of depression in there that's causing the wheels to do that. I screwed up, man. Ah! Yeah, something can always go wrong on a layout, so yeah. Now, let me run it back over here because I want to show you something that's really cool. My favorite feature on this engine. Just a screen here. All right. So this Royal Hudson is made by Rapido, and they like to add little Easter eggs to their sound engines. And sometimes they can get pretty creative with what they do. All right, you see this? You ready for this? Look at this.
This is Canada calling.
I know. Is that awesome? Yeah. Yeah, this is a certified Rapido moment. Something fell over there. I don't know what it was, but yep. Oh yeah, you're right. It can also do the speech from King George VI. Let's see if I can find it.
Today, we give thanks to Almighty God for a great deliverance. Speaking from our empire's oldest capital city, a war battered, but never for one moment daunted or dismayed, Speaking from London, I ask you to join with me in that act of thanksgiving.
Yeah. Yeah, if you haven't seen that movie, The King's Speech, it's well known that King George VI had a speech impediment, and you can kind of hear that. So, they're watching a football game up there. Have a great day. All right, Shadow Pines. Yeah, it's been 2 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. So thank you guys for coming out. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for 7,000 subscribers, which is I know that this is kind of a double ceremony because we passed 6,000 and during the middle of the second summer, and just to get to 7,000 is awesome. So I thank you guys so much for this. Like I said, I'll try to upload when I can, which probably won't be. But the Rail Tour episodes for the third summer probably won't probably premiere until June, like last year. So, but if I decide to put out some stuff in the meantime, I'll make sure I let you guys know. So, hope you guys have a good night. Thanks for 7,000 subscribers, and I'll see you around. And if you're going to Edison November, I'll see you then. So we'll see you.